6 minutes here to give you a tool that is your Desmos calculator in your iPad. So on your iPad, that Desmos, the icon right there, it's green with the parabola and the wave. And I'm going to show you that, because if you watched my video, you saw that there are so many ways that you can make a mistake, especially when you get ugly decimals as your mean and you have to start doing all that stuff. I'm going to show you how you can use your iPad and the Desmos calculator to use their function and find the mean absolute deviation. It will find the median. It will find the it does all sorts of things. It's really, really cool. You do still have to punch in all your numbers, but once you do that, that's much simpler than the other option. So let me show you how to do that. So open it up and you look like this. I'm going to leave it horizontal, but you can put it vertical. It'll use all the same stuff, but this way it all fits on my screen. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to do, I know we did it already with the calculator on the video, but I'm going to do this Table Rock and Black Hawk. Yeah. I'm going to do the standard deviation with those and show you how it's much, much easier. Okay, but again, you have to start with putting all the numbers in the table. So on your Desmos calculator, you should have your cursor probably in your first, that first row labeled 1. You're going to go to this plus sign up here, and it's going to bring up some options. We're not going to write an expression. We're actually going to create a table. I know it's kind of goofy. Our table's only going to be one column of numbers, but we still have to put them in there. So now let's just enter in our 10 numbers. So we've got 81. And I enter 78, enter 79, and you just punch your 10 numbers in there. 80, so you can pause me and do that if you need to. 79, 83, and 81, and 80. Just making sure I have them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I'm not going to hit enter. I don't want to put another one in there. If you did, just hit backspace so you bring it up there. And now just touch right here in that next row, because we're going to ask it to do the function. So you heard what I said, function. Down here on the bottom, way over on the right, under the glare, is the word functions. Now here it is super cool. There are actually 4 columns in there. You can do trigonomic functions, so sine, cosine, tangent, and all that stuff up there. You can do stats, which is what we're going to do. You can do distributions, which we'll use tomorrow or on lesson 3. And I honestly haven't even looked at the decimal or the miscellaneous. Oh, summations, derivatives, integrals. That's interesting. So calc stuff in there. But we want to go to stats because that's what we're doing, statistics and samples. Okay, now we are going to calculate. So it can, if you need to find the mean and you don't want to use your calculator, you can. You can actually find it. Just hit mean and then tell it what column, and for us it's x sub 1. So in here we're going to put in an x. Now to get to it, no, just automatically it graphs it. Just ignore that. We have to get a subscript. So in order to do that, you're going to change it to the keyboard, and way down here on the bottom, you see the A with the subscript B. If you touch that, it will put a subscript. Then we have to go put a 1 in there because it's x sub 1. So you'll see, oh no, oh, they moved it up here. That's fine. So that's our mean. That would be how you calculate that. Okay, but we wanted to calculate standard deviation. So if we click on the next one, but that's a shortcut for that, function. Now, I want to point out that there are 2. I had to play with this a little bit. I had to Google it. I had to ask. Believe it or not, we're not going to do the regular standard deviation. We're going to do the standard deviation, STDEVP. Because this is the standard deviation for the entire population, which just a tidge different. So we want to do the STDEVP, which means the standard deviation for our group of numbers, for that specific list. It's not doing it for the entire whole thing. Okay, so now, again, we have to tell it what column, which is x sub 1. So we're going to get a subscript in here and then put a 1. And right there it is, exactly the same, 1.417 or 1.42. and there you have it. All right, I know, super cool, right? Okay, let's just try another one. I'm going to leave that one in there. I'm going to create a new one, a new table, and I'm going to put in the Black Hawk numbers. So I've got 84, 79, 86, 78, 77, 88, oops, not 777, 88, 85, 79, 87, and 86. Just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I only got 9. 80, 84, 79, 86. 78, 77. Oh, cool. Back that up. It put it right in there for me. So that's awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. Going to the next row, and I'm going to tell it to do the standard deviation for the list. So standard deviation P of, now what's this one called? X sub 2. Okay, so X subscript, we have to change it to that, and A2, just to make sure that it is the same. And remember, our rounded answer in my other video was 3.96, which is exactly what that is. So, I mean, if you want to do it all on your calculator, find those distances, square them, write them all down, you can, but I'd probably use Desmos if I were you. Just remember, it's the STDEV with the P, not the plain. I know it's kind of goofy, but you need the extra letter in there. So please use this tool. Use this tool. I mean, it's good to understand how to calculate it, but it's also good to have a tool and to utilize it and work more effectively. Work smarter, not harder. Okay, so good luck. I hope this helps. I hope you're jacked about this little tool that I gave you, and peace out. Later.